How's it gang? Aloha and welcome back to Uncle Junior's DIY and any kind of stuff. In today's video, Uncle going to show you how to change on simple toilet seat. Okay? I had my niece who rents an apartment and her toilet seat was very yellow and had a lot of stains or it looked kind of filthy actually. So, I went there and instead of me changing it for her, I actually showed her how to do it and she did it. And then she told me, wow, Uncle, it's just so simple. It just looks complicated. I couldn't even find where the bolts was or how it's attached. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how simple it is to change the toilet seat and make it very comfortable for your tush. Okay? So, gang, have a nice day. Watch my video. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. And be kind to some, be kind out there. Okay? Smile and be kind. Okay? Because this world is getting kind of a little bit crazy. Yeah? But lucky you live away. So, aloha gang, mahalo for watching, and have a great day. So as a gang, on this particular toilet seat, where you sit down, is actually broken in hinge. You see how she wobbles? So when you sit down, kind of sways back and forth. So today, we're going to change that toilet seat, put a new one in. So first, gang, you need to check what size toilet seat you have. You either have the short round one or the long pointed one. So the long pointed one is called elongated toilet seat. Okay, so if yours is short, get the regular small one or the long pointed one. So close the toilet seat cover and you see these tabs where I'm pointing. You see those tabs and you just flip them up. Okay, so it's either going to flip from the front or from the back. You got tabs that covering those screws. So you see those bolts? This one has bolts and a nut on the bottom. Some of them have a screw head. You're going to see it as soon as you open those tabs. And if it's a screw head, then you can use a screwdriver. On this particular one, the heads are flat, so you can't unscrew it. You got to go from the bottom. So you see the bottom, that bolt is located at the bottom. So Uncle gonna get one plier. You can use a crescent wrench or if you want a socket, which is faster. But in this case, Uncle just gonna use a plier and unscrew them. So unscrew that bolt, or the nut, I should say, and you get both sides. Yeah, see how she come loose? So you go to the other side and you do the same thing, and just unscrew that nut, and then it should be good to go. All you have to do is lift the old toilet seat off of the toilet and then you're halfway there. Okay, so now we're going to come back up to the top and we're just going to lift the whole toilet seat off. And it's simple as that. And your toilet seat is off. Okay. Now, don't forget, now when you take off the toilet seat, you can get a lot of scum, a lot of grime where those bolts are. Uncle use this thing called Clorox disinfectant wipes. It's very important that you clean this area up, okay? Because yeah, it looks kind of gross, but everybody has that on the toilet. But clean them up with that, and don't flush that disinfectant wipes down the toilet, okay? Clean them up real good and throw them in the rubbish can. Now you're going to open up your new toilet seat that you just bought. And in this particular case, Uncle was filming. So Uncle made a big mistake and looked kind of really funny. And actually, it was like a duh moment for Uncle. Yeah. So I pulled out the new toilet seat and I realized that I had bought the wrong one. But the funny part about it, I didn't realize that until later. See, I'm going to look inside the box for the nuts and the bolts. And then all of a sudden, I realized that, wait, no more cover. I didn't purchased one with the cover. So, and then I looked in the box, and then and then I wasn't when I was filming this, I was kind of laughing at myself, and I looked at it back, and I thought that wow, it's not really the funny part. The funny part is this: I went back and looked in the box for the cover. So, I'm getting at the age where I forget things, But anyway, even the best make mistakes, gang. So the next day I got back, and this time I did get the right toilet seat. Keep in mind, Uncle's one is elongated, so it's a longer one. And like I said, get two types, the long one or a short toilet seat, okay? So make sure you get the right one, okay? So when you pull out your new toilet seat, you should have the toilet seat itself, yes, with the cover, okay? And look for the bolts, the attachments, well actually the bolts and the nuts, you should have that set of that, okay? But in some cases, like the new toilet seats now are attached in a different manner, okay? So if you follow instructions, it's really simplified, okay? Now, in this toilet seat, to hook up or to attach this toilet seat back to the toilet bowl, you still have the two bolts and the two nuts as you see. We're going to take those nuts and bolts and I'm going to show you how it's attached. I'm going to turn the toilet seat around, and this one has tabs just like the ones I showed you at the beginning, right? But instead, these tabs, they don't open or flip. They lock and unlock, okay? So you cannot see, but on those tabs, they have a lock of a picture on an open or close position. So those bolts actually gonna sit inside of the tab, okay? And then you're gonna lock it, okay? So that the toilet seat cannot be lifted up, okay? It's just a different method of how they made installation of this toilet seat. Now the bolts, gang, should only go one way, okay? It should be on the flared side of the nut, okay? So attach the flared side facing upwards, okay? So let's put the bolt in the toilet seat into the hole. Put the two bolts into that hole. And then you're gonna go on the bottom. You're gonna attach that bolt to that nut, okay? So like I said, the flared side goes up, okay? See the flared side, not the flat side. That faces up as you're attaching that bolt to the nut, okay? And because this bolt that you see sitting on the toilet has a screwdriver head on it, which is a Phillips, it's going to be a little bit easier because you're going to grab your screwdriver with a Phillips head, and you're going to first use your hand. You're going to make sure that you don't cross thread it by just screwing it on, okay? So go by hand, make sure it goes in easy, okay? And you actually can just use your hand until it gets a little bit tight. So as you can see, I'm using a screwdriver and holding the bolt from the bottom. And as that bolt hits the top of the toilet seat, you don't have to hold it anymore because there's a tab on that bolt that sits at the bottom and locks itself in. So you can just tighten it, okay, by hand. You don't have to hold that bolt as it goes up, okay? So again, I go by hand, use my screwdriver, and as soon as I feel that bolt hit the top of the seat, I let go and I just tighten. Now make sure now in time things do get loose, so make sure you make it very tight, okay? Go snug and then try and go half turn more, okay? And that's it, gang. The toilet seat nut and bolt is attached. Now all we have to do is put the toilet seat on. Now like I said, it's a different method, so in this case we're gonna lay the toilet seat onto the bolts itself and make sure that you tap it down a little bit to make sure it sits flat, and then before you even lock it, make sure that the toilet seat is leveled and also laying flat and even with the toilet seat bowl, okay? Then once you know that it's even and flat, just turn the tabs and lock it in place, and then lift up the toilet seat cover and check it, okay? So like I said, if you installed it correctly, it shouldn't be loose or anything. It should be nice and snug. Okay, and that's it. That's your new toilet seat. So I hope Uncle gave you enough information so that you can go out and change your own toilet seat. Okay, so mahalo much for watching, gang. Aloha and be safe.